Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Foreign and Domestic. I am the domestic, and we also have the foreign with us this evening. How you doing there, Scotsman?
I'm doing all right, buddy. I am coming to you in the form of a Big Johnson chat. So I'm in a hotel tonight. But I'm doing good. So good to be here. It was kind of a last minute thing. We did it on Alan's channel, but you guys all know us all anyway. So just glad we can make it happen.
Yeah, there's quite a number of links out there. JH586, I believe you have a link. I'm not sure if I've gotten that quite right or not. Chico Wise, I've seen you out there. There's but anyway, before I get too far into that, we also have one Mr. Phil M. Rivers in the room. How you doing tonight, Phil?
All right, glad to be here. Just happy to be able to join you guys again. So,
Very good, very good. Um, yeah, we've got a number of people. Um, JH586 says he hasn't seen it yet. Well, we'll probably end up doing something about that very shortly. Bald and Curious is out there. BEM Tactical, Big Al, Big Racer, Chico Wise, Guns and Glory, Jet 1 or 001, JH586, Mike Joseph, Pete Pex 2A America, RD Mod Garage 850, and the one, the only TR Prepper is out there. That's the participants list at the moment. Smile Money is also checking in, and Heat Seeker Bus. Haven't ever heard that name. Glad you could join us there. Karen Blue is also out there. So yeah, we get quite a number of people jumping into the side chat this evening. So, Scotsman, you're in a hotel. Are you doing gigolo work or what's going on this evening?
No, we were on the way back from the farm and had some car trouble, so we had to do what we had to do.
Oh, so you've been out farming lead. If nobody already knows, they probably should. But Farmageddon was again in full swing, and the Scotsman just hasn't been able to get home. I take it another great YouTuber is probably not too happy with the current situation that you're in.
Uh, I wouldn't say he's not happy, but he's probably got another car he's got to buy.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So right off the bat, I'm probably gonna. Should I do something stupid here, Scotsman?
Sure, why not?
Um,
We expect nothing less, so.
yeah, you should really honestly expect nothing less of me. There's going to be a couple of things going on right at the moment. What you can't see me doing is adding a few people as moderators. On my particular channel, there's not very many people that are actually moderators. The only ones that have ever been moderators are people that are in the chat with me. So one of the things that happens is if you jump into the chat, I will make you a moderator. If I just think you're one of the better channels out there, I'll make you a moderator. If I have a any kind of trust for your ability to assist in the side chat on the live streams, I will also make you a moderator. But what I'm gonna do, especially there for you there, TR, I'm gonna do the crazy thing of dropping the link into the side chat. I'm not gonna do this very much, folks. So if you actually want to come into Foreign and Domestic, the very first time that we've actually thrown the link in the side chat, it's right out there. Like to have some of you in here. There's a few of you out there that have been on 400 domestic before, and a few that have not. So, Big Al, you just got yourself a wrench there, sir. And so how was the farm?
It was absolutely fucking awesome as always.
So,
So that's the best way to describe it, man. It was phenomenal. We had a great time. Pops did a great job getting everything set up, organized. Yeah, can't say enough, man. It was just a phenomenal time.
absolutely awesome. Absolutely. And I'm pretty sure that I saw that mohawk there as well. I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah, I might have been there.
How is the most important man in the room this evening there, TR?
I wouldn't say I'm the most important man, but I'm doing great. I had a great time. I really didn't shoot that much. I'm more of an observer, and I enjoy the camaraderie and just hanging out with the guys, and the fact that there's a group of YouTubers that can just get together and shoot the shit, hang out with each other, poke fun at each other. There's a lot of fucking poking fun at each other, and to be part of that, I'm a lucky man. That's all I can say.
That is absolutely awesome. Yeah, that's definitely one event that I at some point really want to make. I absolutely want to be able to be categorized as a lead farmer. I think I would be almost on the same page as you there, TR. I'm not sure exactly how much shooting I would do. I definitely wouldn't want, somebody with the likes of Bald and Curious to show me up with a fucking revolver or some stupid shit.
Well, I mean, some of those guys have got into competition shooting, and they're good. They're really good, and I don't even really try to compete with them. I mean, as far as a defensive shooter, I think I'm okay. I shoot more than your average Joe Blow. Most of the people that probably listen to this or watch this, trust me, you're way above the average Joe Blow shooter. If you get out and practice at all, you're above the average shooter. You're above the average cop if you get out and practice at all. But these guys they're not out to make you look bad. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Pops, Rick, Is Your Six Covered, Bald and Curious. Bald and Curious is the loudest, most obnoxious son of a bitch you'll ever meet, but he is actually the nicest guy you ever meet at the same time. So to be among
TR
these
said it perfectly right there. The loudest, most obnoxious motherfucker you'll ever meet, but he's the nicest guy too. He's really just a real gentle fucking giant, but he's really not a giant. He thinks he is, but he's not.
He's bigger than me and you.
Well, and we also have a couple other gentlemen in the room. JH, how you doing this evening, sir?
Better than I deserve. Thanks for having me, guys. It's got me a text earlier today. Asked what I like, and I told him absolutely. First time I ever been on a chat with TR. I've been watching you for a long time, brother. Nice haircut. And we got Chico joining us too. Y'all was talking about Bald and Curious. It kind of reminded me of Chico. Just the opposite.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Thanks for having me, Alan and the Scotsman. It's my first time on the chat with TR also, so I'm honored to be on one with him. Been watching your videos a long time, sir.
Thanks, guys. It's not really an honor. It's just you just happen to.
It's exciting.
Well, I appreciate it. I do.
My pleasure.
You know, Chico, far from us, really.
Come again.
He's a hunter too, but he's not that far.
Right, yeah. Hop, skip, and jump away.
All right, let me catch up on everybody. You with the Dillon Press, you Chico Wise?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. All right, I've seen your comments, and I didn't know who was who. Just trying to fucking KD.
Put a face with a channel name.
The man, the myth, the legend, Coda Boy 32.
Oh, awesome. Whatever, man.
Oh, look at you, you handsome devil.
Let me tell you something. Just as long as you don't tell everybody how well you are a good cuddler, I think we'll be in good shape. But,
are you the front spoon or the back spoon?
Well, let me tell you something. You just got to hold him wherever you can because he's so freaking skinny. But it's okay. You know, you do what you got to do. But I will tell you this, is I left my phone sitting in the area where he and Mossy were sleeping. And the alarm was set for 6 a.m. this morning. And poor Mossy was over there going, I'm trying to turn it off. I can't figure it out. I woke up thinking about it. I was like, uh-oh. Poor dudes.
It was actually 5:30, but that's all right. We won't get into semantics.
Too funny, man. Anyway, I was trying to figure out how to get in here and do this thing. I don't do live chats quite often. When I do, there's usually something from Scotland involved. But just drop it in to say hi and introduce myself. And so, guys, keep talking. I'll keep over here and listen.
Well, I know I did throw the link out in the side chat for pretty much anybody to jump in. So, can you even tell me who you are and what your channel's about, or?
Are you, okay, so my channel is about shooting. There's a little bit of politics here and there. A lot of people want to know where the name came from. It came from my my dog. His name was Coda. So that's how I got the name. It's not a gay porn star. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So if you're a gay porn star, hey man, I support you no matter what we do. Speaking of gay porn stars, there's Frodo. So anyway, now I tell you what, man, Farmageddon was just an absolute tremendous blast. I'm blessed to be part of that group, and it's just an amazing group of folks, and it was an awesome adventure. So anyway, that's it.
Absolutely. I'm real glad you decided to jump in there, Coda. Real glad you decided to jump in, and we also had the legend Pop's Quest jump in, showing us the 2018 Farmageddon logo. How are you? Nice. I would suspect you're doing okay. How are you this evening, sir?
I'm doing good. Thanks for putting the open link out there. That was easy. I just scrolled up and clicked on it like any other fucking person could probably do. So that's good. I feel special about that. But yeah, so I was just looking around the house and I'm like, yeah, we got the 16, 17, now 18. It's starting to become a really cool thing. So I'm doing good. Doing good. Thanks for not the invite, but just thanks for leaving the back door open, I guess, really is all it is. So.
Well, you know how I am about leaving the back door open.
And I'm off to work tomorrow, so I can hang out with you guys till later. So that's cool.
That is phenomenal. That is absolutely excellent. So, have any now I watched ahead of time before Farmageddon, and the course that you had set up, and that was some trick shit. That was absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you. Yep.
Who did what in that course?
We all did really good. What was really fun, and this is something that I devised in my sleep sometime a few weeks ago. We came up with a team competition. So there were guys out there like X Ring, who's the damn is like a professional shooter, more or less, and you have a bunch, about 6 or 7 other guys that are good at it, as I like to say, and then there's a bunch of guys that are just novices or just enjoy shooting and they've never done that shit before. So I felt like it was a good way to do it was to create these teams, and it was absolutely perfect. I actually have to pat myself on the back because the team thing was spectacular. We had a great little bonding moment with the teams, and we even had a prize table at the end of the deal. It was great. It was great. So
That's some awesome stuff. Hopefully nobody was teamed with Bald and Curious. He was teamed up all by himself.
actually, what was I going to say? Damn, don't you hate those moments? What I was going to say was there was nobody there that didn't run the course. Like sometimes you'll get people, nah, I don't want to do it because a lot of good guys here, blah blah blah. But when you make it a team event, literally everyone participated, which is really was my goal, and it really worked out great. So that's what I was trying to remember. So
Yeah,
Well,
Pop did a phenomenal job, man, getting it all set up. I was there last year before too, and it was kind of more, I wouldn't say a shit show, but it was more of a free for all. This year was way more structured, and it was absolutely awesome. That course that you set up was just ridiculous, man. I mean, it was sick. And everyone ran it just like you said. Everyone did a good job. And it really wasn't about the time. It was just about having fun and people being with each other and hanging out. Um, but I mean, again, thank you, brother, for all you do, dude. That was awesome.
I always say I got the easy part. You guys travel from all fucking areas of the country, and I can't. It's just it blows my mind. But awesome crowd, and that's really what makes the farm fun. I go there to practice on the weekends and do my thing, but it's never fun until everyone shows up. Really, honestly. So
Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate the fact that you recognize that I'm fun.
you are fun, especially.
I just released the first video of a head-to-head competition. And believe it or not, I was with Rick and I, because it was interesting. It was like 3 seconds separation between the two of us, but it's always fun. And the way you had it set up was there was no quad loads. Everybody had to load the shotgun the exact same way. And I'll be honest with you, it's more difficult to load it out of a bucket than it is to do the quad loads or the carriers. So
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that was interesting. And then using the pistol caliber carbines turned into being just the biggest blast there was, man.
Well, part of that, I think, going to so many matches over the last year, I've seen it all. I've seen it all, and I just tried to take some good things from everything that I've seen and put it all together. And everyone, there was not a single person that got done that didn't have a big fucking grin on their face. So that's how that to me that was the payment, So it was awesome.
Well, and just looking at the video on how you had that course set up, I was like, man, that is some trick shit. And when I saw that bucket, everybody's got to load out of this bucket. I'm like, that just takes the whole equation of all these fucking dudes that have been practicing for hours and hours dumping quad loads out of the equation entirely. but I mean, that was pretty awesome. I thought that was ingenious of you to do.
Yeah, and I saw that at Walnut Grove. We shot a 3-gun up at Walnut Grove. The team Trainwreck did, and they had this stage where you had to open an ammo can, and all your shit was in there. So it was, like I said, I'm no genius, but I've taken a little bit from everything. It was just so much fun. I mean, what can I say? I don't want to. We don't have to turn this into that kind of chat, but it was a lot of fun. I just appreciate the attendance was really what made it fun.
Yeah, and to be able to be able to get away from everything else for a little bit, that's got to be absolutely phenomenal. Just get out and have that camaraderie. That's got to be the good time. I hope at some point that I will eventually be able to put my feet on your soil, sir. But
you got the golden ticket. Anytime you want to come, you just let me know.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Trust me, it has less to do about shooting than it does about just being able to get together with other YouTubers and shoot the shit. That's, to me, I've been at all of them so far. As long as I get another ticket, that is. I don't give a damn if we couldn't bring guns. I would go every year, period. Just sitting around the campfire and fucking shooting shit. What's up, Colonel?
Hey, brother. I agree with you 100%. I don't have to have guns to have the fun and camaraderie that we had. And I don't care how many engines I blow up to make it there. I will make it there.
Yeah, y'all need to rent a car next time. Leave that shit on the side of the road.
Team Trainwreck North really held up their end.
All right, we're going to start a GoFundMe page for Live for Wild.
It's funny you mentioned that. We were talking about that in the parking lot of the hotel.
Help a man down on its luck. Oh.
He's going to need a new car, so if you can help out, please do so.
Make your payments to Ford or Chevy. All right, guys. Talk to you later.
So Live for Wild is the back spoon I see there, Scotsman.
Yeah. We might try and get Silent Bob in here, but he won't say much.
Funny how that kind of works out.
Yeah, that's what he does. He's damn good at it. So, Jamie,
Chico Wise, what you been doing this week, sir?
Oh, I've just been de-priming some brass, and doing some little yard work around the house, so I don't have to do much for the holiday. Luckily, I have off like most of you guys, or hopefully most of you guys. So just trying to enjoy my holidays as much as I can without worrying about the week ahead. We'll handle that when we get there.
Chico Wise, I'd like to say hi, brother. First time I've seen you in a chat. Chico Wise from the Dirty South. Everyone,
yes, sir.
Please subscribe to him. He's awesome. You got a great personality. I love the way you handle yourself on the tube, man. It's awesome.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Pops. It's an honor being on here with you also. And then I already said TR, and we got Coda Boy. I've never been on a chat with some guys that, so many subscribers on you guys' list. So I definitely appreciate it.
Let me tell you, the man who appreciates blue, I'm all about it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Chico, can you put your link or your channel thing out here on the side? I want to make sure. I'm not sure I'm subscribed to you or not. I want to make sure I'm subscribed.
Well, when you do subscribe, go back and watch his last couple of videos about the Dillon 650. They're freaking awesome.
Well, I'm going to do a video on how I just can't keep little decapping pins straight. So to the tune of about 3 of them in a row.
I got a rubber band full of them this fucking big. I mean, you just got to keep them extra laying around, because the minute that thing don't go through the hole, yeah, that's right, it might get bent.
Sucks.
It sucks, but it's easy to do. I bet 2 of them already.
Yeah, I learned
And
from Papa's Place, just keep extra around, you know.
if I could, Alan and the Scotsman, for all you guys that don't know, Mike Joseph, who won the hashtag Help a Brother Out, he's in the side chat. So y'all might want to check him out. I've got a feeling he'll be doing an unboxing of his prizes soon. So.
And Mike, since you're out there, man, just so you know, it'll be another week or two before I can get that out to you. I did get your email about the other thing, and I'll respond to that when I get home sometime tomorrow.
All right, Chico, you got one more subscriber, brother.
Oh, I appreciate it, sir. Thank you much.
So you guys having trouble breaking? Are y'all familiar with the Lee Universal Deprimer?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Still using that? Still breaking pins?
Yeah, I broke 2 of them. The same one, dude. I broke 2 of them already.
The Lee Universal, I keep
broke.
set up on a single stage off to the side. So if you're running the Dillon and it doesn't deprime and you get that, oh shit, it won't go, you just pull the brass off, crank it, and then put it back in and keep going. That's the only reason I use it. But I've still bent some.
I broke one of those depriming pins in that particular die with doing 223 with military crimps. That's murder on decapping pins.
Yes, it is.
But the collet at the top of that is supposed to give before it'll break. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But I found a pin that's hardened steel. I got it off of eBay, I think. I can't remember. Do you remember that, Chico? It's hardened steel, and you buy 3 of them. They're like $10, and they work a whole lot better. They fit in that die perfect, and they'll help you out.
Yeah, Armament and Axis says that he's broken pins and everything that he's ever done. I don't know, man. You might be a little rough on your equipment.
You guys got a topic, or did we just dominate the topic with Farmageddon shit?
We just went live, man. That's what we do.
Oh, you just whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we normally have topics, but it's kind of a unique situation. So there's no topics. It's just
all right.
free
That's
for
cool.
all.
Yeah, we normally will roll with a couple of topics here and there, and you know we'll mix it up in between the guns and the gear and politics, and we'll mix it up. But we try to avoid too much structure because we like you to thumb us down.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that yet. I'll bet. I'll do that while I'm asking another question. Alan, how's the singing career going, buddy?
Absolutely horrible. It's not coming off the ground at all. It's probably because I'm deaf in one ear, and I ripped my vocal cords when I was about 29 years old, which eliminated my actual singing career. But it's entertaining. I find it fun, and I just keep doing it to make a complete and utter ass of myself, which I do on this show on a regular basis. I don't know why I do it on that other channel.
Well, you're consistent. I mean, there's something to be said for that, you know?
Right. It's sort of like, you know, knowing what time of day you're going to poop. But I did see in the side chat that we've been called out for a gun check. So I'd like to start with the guy that's on the phone over here. Chico Wise, what you got on you tonight? And you're muted, so nobody can hear you talking.
Sorry. PO7. Yes, it's loaded. Yes, one is in the chamber. As always.
Very good. Very good. JH, you got something there?
Smith & Wesson shield and 40 caliber Smith & Wesson. and an extra magazine. Because if you got one of these, you got to have both magazines.
Giggity.
Giddy.
Mr. Coda Boy 32.
Well, I'm glad you asked, Al, because I just happen to have this little baby right here. And we're setting it up for a competition that we're got coming up here very soon. So instead of waiting for the last minute, as soon as I came in the door, I went ahead and got this thing and it's ready to go. New scope, new bipod, trigger system, new rounds. Hell,
what's the rail you have on that?
Well, this is a PRI, Precision Reflex Industries, and this is set up as this is a Mark 12 Mod 0, and it is a continuous rail all the way across the top of it with a carbon fiber handguard.
What scope is that?
I'm a little concerned myself about that whole deal. But
this is the new primary arms 3 to 18 first focal plane scope, and it uses the ACSS reticle. I've shot this on one other rifle. I didn't like the way the rifle shot, so I've relocated it onto this rifle today. So the nice thing is with a BDC, with that reticle, it's set up to certain loads. And all you got to do, you go to the store, you buy the loads, buy the rounds it's set up for, and you're done. So all your partner has to do is go 600 yards. Give me 3 left, 3 right, and, ping, tang, tang. You're done.
Is that the one that's set up for like 200 to 215 yards?
It's the red
315 yards.
Yeah, well, this one right here, pretty much.
Divide by pi and shit like that.
Yeah, now this one's got this reticle set up to out for 1,000 yards.
That was an inside joke. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh yeah. So anyhow, pretty excited about getting this thing into action. I got to get approval from the master boss, and coming back from a weekend out of town is not a good time to say, hey, by the way, can I go ahead and shoot a competition in 2 weeks? So my partner in crime, just be aware, we don't have final approval yet.
I gave myself final approval when I said I would go, so we'll just wait till.
I know. Well, I don't wear the pants in my family, so
that's understandable.
Yeah.
Mr. Phil M. Rivers, what do you got on you this evening?
Just the UPS M2 Walter. I just carried in the right to bear arms custom. That's my summertime, and sometimes in the wintertime I'll carry that.
Very good, very good. The one, the only beautiful pimp master himself, Pop's Quest. You got anything sitting there?
I do. I have a brand new shotgun that I'm really, really, really happy about, and this is a Terran Tactical Benelli M2 3-gun shotgun. It's just amazing. It's long,
Nice.
but it's ready to go to work, and I'm ready to take it to work. I'm really happy about it. So
that is sick.
I shot it. It's the trigger on that thing is just it's precision. That's all there is.
Say hi to the butcher.
Hey, butcher.
Hey, man. Want to say hey?
All right, hey guys, I'd love to sit around and chat, but unfortunately, somebody kept me up all night last night, and I got to go to bed. But anyway, Jan, be gay. Alan, it's good to see you. Chico, love you long time. Happy endings. Phil, I'm not sure this gentleman's name right here, JH586. Pleasure talking to you, sir. And then Scotsman, big hugs and kisses. TR, you know the deal. And Pops, all the way. Love you guys. Y'all take care. And
Love you, Coda. Have yourself a good evening. Thank you.
all right, brother. Take care. Bye.
Scotsman, do you have anything on you this evening other than, you know?
It's funny you should ask that question. I actually do. Personally, myself, I have the Model 60, but we also have a few other guns laying around. So I'm going to flip the camera here, and you guys are going to see what else we got. So we have the one and only Live for Wild over here. But, John, what do
That's
you got
one
on
big
you, buddy?
gun.
First off, foreign and domestic with the Live for Wild. I got Glock, AR-9, and the Shield.
Look at that. He's rocking it. And then we got the one and only Silent Bob. He's probably going to say a whole lot. But what do you got there, Silent Bob?
Got a SIG 1911, and over in my bag I got a P09 and a Springfield Armory 1911.
There you go.
Nice.
That's a lot of words.
Very awesome. Very awesome. Glad that you guys are feeling secure at the hotel this evening.
Just a side note, Alan. That's more words than Silent Bob spoke all weekend.
Yeah, it pretty much is. Including the car ride.
Well, I'm feeling very honored then. That's an absolute pleasure. I've never actually heard the man's voice. What about you, TR? What you've got? You got anything at all? Do you have guns or?
Well, I got a couple. I know everybody, and including myself, likes to fucking make fun of them, but I'm rocking a Glock 17, and this is what I carried. Actually, when I left the farm, this went into my sideband for 200 miles. Actually, I carried this on my side the entire way home, and now it's beside my computer.
Well, only because of who you are is why I'm not kicking you out of the chat. But yeah, it is what it is. I personally have the Urban Gray in my sideband. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, I ended up picking up the Adaros carbon fiber holster, and I'm digging it. It's actually been in my waistband for a few days, so it's gonna be getting the waistband test for the next few weeks before I do a follow-up video on it. But it rides real nice in there. It's actually molded nearly perfectly. But if you didn't watch the video, the PO7, what Dara actually did was they molded the holster to the PO9 to cover the threaded barrel. So essentially, if I pick up a PO9, I've already got a holster for it. So there's another advantage in it. But again, the CZ in the Urban Gray has got me hooked.
So CZs are kind of becoming like Glocks, where all the parts are interchangeable, all the magazines are interchangeable, all the holsters are good to go. Before you know it, people will be like, "Oh, does it take CZ mags?"
Well, and I've been kind of curious about that because honestly, to find the extended PO7 mags is actually a little difficult right now. So I'm curious, the PO9 mags fit it, or
Sure, why not? I mean, why not? You know, just shove them in there.
I mean, I don't need to like take it to a movie or buy it drinks first. Just shove it in there.
Just shove it in there. Don't even lube it up.
Who are you trying to kid? You've never taken anyone to drinks in a movie before. You just shoved it in there.
Well, yeah.
If you got a big enough hammer, any mag will fit any gun.
No, for him, it's like, let's shove it in there. And if it sticks, then I'll take you to the movie and dinner.
That is my style, really.
Yeah, CZs are hard to find in my area.
We'll just go to a different area.
Yeah, if you need one, man, you got my number. Hook you up. I'll hook you up.
That's the thing. I get the gift cards from my local gun shop for Christmas and holidays and birthdays and stuff. So
I'll just tell them where. I'll send you the link of where you need to go to buy the stuff, and they can buy gift cards for that. And they'll get. There you go. We'll hook you up, man. We got you. We got you.
I mean, CCs ain't all what they're cracked up to be anyway. Just don't believe the hype. They're good, but they're there's no magical gun out there.
Yeah.
The one that you carry and you're comfortable with, that's the perfect gun. Period.
Exactly.
But I will say, polymer guns are definitely worth looking into. Polymer frame guns, because I got CZ Compact, I got full size CZs, I got Glocks, I got 1911s. I mean, I got a fucking gamut of all of them. And even though this is a full size gun, I can actually carry this easier. It feels lighter to me than my CZ Compact because it still has aluminum frame. I don't have the CZ whatever with a polymer. It may be in my future, but for right now, the Glock 17 is still easier to carry than my CZ75B clone with aluminum frame. It's still heavier. So the Glock 17 is actually easier for me to carry than everything else I have. Plus, I have 18 fucking rounds of ammunition to put down the bad guy.
Yeah, I mean, the most carried gun in the world is probably the 19, but the 17, man, if you can comfortably carry the 17, it don't get much better than that, honestly.
Yeah, my other carry is a 26 with the 17 mag in the pocket.
Yeah, that 26 was mine for a long time.
Y'all smoking crack. CZ Life, baby. CZ Life.
Yeah, that's a home defense gun.
Hey, Scotsman, how many CZ revolvers do you own?
Ooh.
I'm working on number one.
I was just curious. I know you like CZs and revolvers, so I figured you'd have at least one. So
I'm working on it, brother. The Dan Weston line is the CZ line of revolvers and stuff like that, and the 1911s. Dan Weston is up there.
I didn't even know that. So that's good information. My bad.
So I will eventually end up getting a Dan Weston, but that'll take a little bit. That's like 3 Dillon 650s and then some.
I didn't even know. I thought I was trying to catch you in a little conundrum.
No, you fucked up.
Yeah, I guess I did. I wasn't good at that question at all.
Nope. Just remember, be good at it.
I'm trying.
Yeah, the Dan Weston stuff's nice, man, but it's up there pretty high.
Yeah, I've never held or owned or fondled or anything, any Dan Weston stuff.
Good old bad Billy out there in the side chat said that there's lots of Dan Weston shit around his area, lots of used stuff. To be able to walk into a store and buy a Dan Weston at a used price would be phenomenal for my area.
Is Dan Weston still in business? I'm not even sure if they're still in business.
Well,
Dan Weston is a part of CZ now.
Oh,
yeah, but the question is, are they still doing their own thing, and CZ just owns them. What is?
Yes and no. So they do their own thing to a degree, but CZ kind of took the line when it comes to the 1911s. So the revolver stuff, they still pretty much do their own thing. But on the 1911s and stuff like that, the high end stuff, CZ has a lot to do with that.
Okay. That's like DDI and Lead Star Arms are now owned by Palmetto State Armory. You know, it's a lot of that incestual shit going around. And I love Lead Star Arms. They make amazing.
So we're gonna see a video from Coda Boy 32 here pretty soon on Lead Star Arms.
No, probably not. But
well, you know, sponsorship. You know,
no, probably not to that degree. But I'll let him speak for himself. Maybe so, maybe not. I don't know.
PSA for life.
Yeah. That was a nice tramp stamp he had this weekend. That was the first time I got to see it.
Yeah, it was. It's pretty damn good.
A Modern Mountain Man says that the Dan Wesson they're going out of business and CZ bought them. Well, okay. Yeah, we know CZ bought them. If they're being integrated into CZ or if CZ is allowing them to continue on doing what they do, was I guess is the question now. So,
well, like I said, the revolver side of it, Dan Wesson does what they do. And the 1911s and the high-end custom stuff, CZ has jumped in and pretty much tells them what they need to do.
I didn't realize that CZ means cubic zirconia. I didn't know that. Kaylin Strain?
Yes, Kaylin Strain. Great gal here in Iowa.
Okay.
She's done a lot of stuff for Justin's Final Mission and a lot of the benefit work. She's a great gal.
I will go to her channel and subscribe to her.
And getting into history, I mean, for those that don't know, CZ actually probably produced not even probably, what ended up being the first. It's not the first Wonder 9, but for all intents and purposes, it was the first Wonder 9. And I know Wonder 9 probably don't permeate with most of the audience, but you know, the CZ75 was in the mid 70s, the double stack, double action, first shot, single action thereafter shot. Walther actually had that to start with back in the 30s, 1938, if I'm not mistaken. But CZ really perfected that. We were limited to that in the United States. And so a lot of people don't know about the CZ75. I mean, I know about it because gun riders in the 80s and 90s, they really loved the CZ75. And in my later years, once I got introduced to them, not the high dollar custom ones, but just the basic CZ75 concept, I understood it and loved, and I appreciate it. So, just a little history in there. Sorry, Alan.
No, that was excellent information. That's something I didn't know.
Oh yeah, your Cooper, all the big gun guys back in the 80s and 90s. I shouldn't even try to, but anyway, I can't pronounce all the names because anyway. But if it was a 9mm high capacity back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, they all was CZ75. That's all I read about. Period. You know, when Beretta hit the market and they come big and all that, it didn't matter. The big gun guys, they wanted the CZ75. Now, if they wanted a bigger caliber, whatever, no, fuck it, 1911. But if they wanted high capacity, CZ75, because nothing was proven. Nothing was proven. But the CZ75 was a proven fucking firearm.
Well, and I've heard some of the older military guys say the same thing. Why the hell they went to the Beretta rather than going to the CZ? If they were going to go down away from the 45, why they didn't go to the CZ was one thing that torqued some of those guys back in those days.
Because everybody else was doing it.
My guess
something to do with
is
politics.
well, the original CZ75 didn't have a decocker, and so if they went with a double action, single action, the decocker was probably a big thing. I to be honest, I don't know when CZ actually eventually came up with the decocker. Well, I don't have it on hand here, but the original CZ75, it was pretty much like a 1911. When you racked around, you couldn't lower the trigger, the hammer, without manually holding the fucking hammer and lowering it. And the stupider the fucking kids get, generation to generation, they probably couldn't handle that. And they needed a decocker to where when you flip the fucking switch, it couldn't go off. You know, I don't know that CZ even competed in those trials, to be honest with you. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents.
It was in, I'm reading from Wikipedia. It was in the 90s. So 1975, the CZ75 obviously came out, but it was in the 90s that they came out with the decocker kind of stuff.
Yeah, what I saw in a side chat was Bald and Curious said that CZ was in a communist country back then, so that's probably why they didn't go with it instead of the Beretta. Which makes sense.
I mean, he rarely makes sense, but that sounds good.
Well, they went with the Beretta because it was basically you could be right-handed or left-handed, so ambidextrous, pretty much everything on there, other than the magazine release, but you can switch that around. And then also they went with it because of the open-top design, so it was supposed to be easy to clear malfunctions and all of that. That's why they went with it.
Giggity.
The Ruger P85 was probably the closest competition the Beretta had. And I think was it Phil or somebody else that mentioned that had to do with it being American made. You're correct. It had a lot to do with it. And Beretta just won out, but I going back, it did have a lot to do with me. Even though it's an Italian company, they had a manufacturing plant in America to produce them. Had to do with their manufacturing capability and a lot of other things. It had to do with more with what they could provide than the performance.
Yeah, support. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say politics probably played a role in that too, back in the day.
Well, I'm going to step off and pick myself up another big wave, Golden Ale. And in the process, I am going to leave the illustrious Phil M. Rivers in charge.
Good idea.
Thanks, Alice. Let me check the side chat, see what we got going on here. Yeah. Big Al says the M9A3 was a great looking gun.
Is that a Beretta?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, the M9A3 was the one they submitted for the most recent military trials. M9A3 is an awesome, awesome pistol.
All right, Phil, I'm going to ask you a question. There's a few of us on the panel that have been completely out of the fucking loop as far as news. Is there anything that's happened in the last couple of 3 days that we might want to know about?
I honestly can't answer that because I've been out of the loop for the last couple of days too. I've been traveling, moving a friend's parents up to Michigan.
All right.
So I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to the news myself. Last thing I saw was the McCain funeral and stuff.
And they're still beating that horse and beating that horse and beating that horse. The left is like they tore up Trump even during the man's services, blah blah blah, and then they're turning around and going, how dare he didn't do this, do that. I'm like, he didn't do fucking shit against the guy.
Wait a minute. You talking about John McCain?
Yeah.
The senator?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
He died?
Yes, John McCain is dead, and that's why they're actually flying flags at half mast.
I was wondering why
per President Trump's instructions.
Okay.
Now, Obama did not fly flags at half mast for Chris Kyle, but
we didn't lower them at Farmageddon. I just because I didn't know, but
yeah, they are really tearing up the John McCain issues still. They're just beating that horse and beating that horse still.
Alan,
can I say something right quick? One of the things that the left is stressing is the fact that Trump did not go to the funeral because he was not invited. The vice president went. They're probably the reason he wasn't invited. But anyway, carry on.
Yeah,
y'all have heard that, right?
Yeah, I didn't know he was dead, but
yeah, Trump wasn't invited. The big hoopla over, Trump put the flags back up. It's not a law, but the standard that was put down is when the senator dies, the flag is put at half staff the day he died and the day after, and then put back. Obama's the one that kind of, and I'm not going to try to place blame and say Obama was the worst president, blah, 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 blah. But the rule is when the senator dies, the flag is only put at half staff for 2 days, the day of and the day after. And that's what the White House did. That's what Trump did. And then they got all this fucking backlash, and it's like, oh my God, he is so disrespectful. Him and Trump and McCain didn't get along. There's no doubt about that. But the standard rule was the flag is flown at half staff for 2 days. And that's what the White House did. And then when they got all the backlash, they put the flag back down at half staff just to appease the fucking pussies.
Damn.
So let me get this right, TR. Trump, he lowered the flags per the rule, correct? So what's the damn problem?
That exactly. That's my question.
I was making sure I heard that right. I'm like, well, what's the damn problem? So yeah, that to me that don't make sense. A lot of people get their damn panties in a bunch, but that's if people don't get their way or if something doesn't appease to them a certain way, that they get all pissed off. And if the rules are the rules, if this is the law or the procedure they have implemented for years, why should it be an issue?
He's just playing.
It's crazy to me.
Well, I mean, actually, if you look into the rules of the flag, and this is somebody from ex-military, myself,
right,
others here, there's really only a limited number of people you're supposed to lower the flag for.
And I knew that. So
yeah. And and I'm not bashing on Obama for, and I think that's what people kind of base this on, because like Obama lowered the flag for Whitney Houston dying. It's like, no, you don't fucking do that. It's only for presidents, a highly decorated fucking military person, somebody in government.
right.
But even in government, it's only for a couple of days, not for a fucking week.
All right.
You don't lower the flag for a celebrity, and people got used to that because, and now like I said, I'm not really bashing Obama, but he kind of fucked up the perspective for everybody, because they're like, well, if somebody really big dies, you're supposed to do this. It's like, no, you're not. It's only if in certain situations. This flag is sacred. It's only done for certain situations, and for I mean, I don't know. Like I said, being ex-military, I guess I maybe I have a different perspective than others.
You made an excellent point, TR. Let me interrupt for 1 second. You made an excellent point. The flag is sacred.
Sacred. Yeah.
So Obama, being the piece of shit that he is, ruined that for everyone because he just fucking laid it off for whoever. This person died, fuck it, we're gonna do this. This person died, fuck it, we're gonna do this. He was a piece of shit, and he was the worst fucking president. I'll say it, I don't give a fuck. He was the worst piece of shit to ever walk in office. And the fact that he's still involved to this day in politics is bullshit. That man should be in fucking jail, along with fucking Hillary Clinton, and there are all other little pieces of fucking shit that are out there.
Well, if you're offended by that, then hey.
Well, I mean, there's not a law deciding what the procedures are. And don't quote me on this, but I think it was Eisenhower, and I could be wrong. Like I said, don't quote me on this. That kind of came up with a what guidelines, and it was 2 days for a senator. If an actual president died, you would lower it the day he died up until his funeral. And maybe somebody really highly decorated, say a MacArthur or a Patton, somebody like that. But other than that, you don't lower the American flag just because somebody's fucking famous.
Yeah, especially some fucking crack addict that overdosed. So
yeah.
I mean, you don't bow your head to. I mean, lowering the American flag to half staff is giving reverence to somebody that really was. Yeah, I mean, they made an effort and they made a impact on America. They were fighting for our beliefs, our Constitution, all of that. Not somebody that made some fucking movies and a goddamn hit song. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just the way I see it.
Well, and for the left to be the ones that are complaining that, oh, well, he put the flag back up. Okay, so you're defending a Republican when you're Democrats.
Well, here's the biggest thing. He's the fucking president of the United States. He can put the flag up if he wants to.
Well, I think the biggest, and I'm not trying to take over Alan and Scotsman. I know this is your chat now. Why is the left so worried about the American flag when they praised all the fucking NFL players that fucking took a knee during the national anthem? It's like, okay,
I was gonna go that direction. I was gonna
thinking
go
the
that
same
same
thing.
exact way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
what
because
the
it suits their purpose.
Exactly. It works for their agenda against Trump to get Trump out of office, which is never gonna fucking happen. But that's what it is. It's all for their agenda.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
they'll
there's just
complain about this, that, or the other thing. It doesn't really matter what it is as long as it's going to suit their agenda. If that means that they stand up for a Republican senator, well, a lot of people can say that he was a rhino or turncoat or everything else. I'm gonna agree with that. But anyway, um, they want to defend the opposite side strictly because it suits their agenda.
Right. It's their agenda. And like I said, he was a rhino. And, there's a lot of other things that you could say about him that wouldn't be pleasant. But, yeah, there are statutes in the U.S. flag code about how to raise and lower the flag, who to raise and lower it for. And I'm trying to find that now, but I know that the president's supposed to be the only one that can order that. I know that I've seen in state government they do that sometimes too, and it's like you can't actually do that. It's the president of the United States that's the only one that can order that.
Well, Big Al makes a statement: Republican or Democrat, he was a sitting senator and a former POW. He deserves respect. In that aspect, yes, I definitely I'll give the guy that part of the respect.
I agree.
There's I can disagree with the things that he might have done politically, but I'm you don't hear me just saying that the guy was a piece of fucking shit like I do about Obama.
well, he's dead and buried. I said he was a piece of shit. I'm sorry. McCain was the definition of rhino, Republican in name only. If you don't take nothing away from this chat, if you don't understand, if you ever hear the word rhino, McCain, Lindsey Graham, which is his best buddy or was, they are the definition of rhino. Republican in name only. That's what rhino stands for. So.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. And as far as his POW status and whatnot that happened back in Vietnam, it was before my time, and I really can't say anything about that. What I've heard and what I've read, but I got to tell you, it doesn't look good for him.
Yeah, I don't know the specifics of that either. I really don't.
Well, let me make another little statement, Alan. I'm sorry.
Oh no! Keep it rolling, TR.
I don't wish the man dead. I didn't wish anything bad for him, other than the people in his, election docket just vote him out, but they didn't. I didn't like the man as a politician, but I didn't hate the man as a man. I didn't wish the man dead. I made one little comment on Facebook, and some people kind of took it wrong. It's like, look, I don't wish ill harm on anybody. But far as a politician, I don't have to fucking like you. I can hate you as a politician, but still love you as a human being. I don't wish you dead, but I wish you didn't have power to fucking vote.
Yeah. Yeah. To make decisions for our country.
Is if that makes sense. I don't know. Because there's a lot of fucking dumb motherfuckers out there. There's a lot of people out there with power and McCain was one of them. And the reason he had power, the reason he grew to the status he did, is because of status. He was a son of an admiral, a grandson of a admiral's admiral. I mean, he was destined for glory, but he didn't deserve it. He was a piece of shit. I didn't like him. As a human, I didn't wish him dead, but I wish he didn't have the power to vote for me. He was the deciding vote, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, correct me. He was one of the deciding votes to repeal Obamacare.
And he voted no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know? So as a politician, he was a piece of shit. As a person, he might be okay. I don't wish ill harm on him, or in the past. But as a politician, you got to be upstanding. You got to be true to the cause. You got to toe the line is for the people. If you're not for the people as a politician, I don't give a fuck if it's a fucking city council, a senator, or a representative, town council. You got to look out for the people. If you're not looking out for the people, fuck you.
Yeah, I think Mike
You know what you just described, TR? You just described the President of the United fucking States of America, fucking Donald fucking Trump.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Mike Joseph has a good statement there. He says he doesn't know what's up with the politicians. Follow the freaking Constitution. It's easy. It was written the way it was written for a reason, and I agree with that. And if you take an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, I tend to take that to heart.
Problem is, our politicians don't much care about the Constitution anymore. Their main job once they're in office is to get reelected.
Stay in office, and that's the problem. They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about the people they represent. They don't care about anything but themselves when they get in there.
And part of that is towing the party line also.
Yeah.
They've got to toe that party lines between what the party wants them to do and what the voting people district wants them to do so that they can get reelected. And they toe the party line so they can get appointments to committees and get more of what TR is talking about, stature. And we've lost track of the working man in this country.
And that's why both the Republicans and the Democrats don't like Trump, is because he doesn't toe a party line.
And I think I've heard some conversations on talk radio. They're doing like what if situations. I think it's best that Trump never ran for a Senate seat or a representative seat. He went straight for the president because he could have been corrupted or turned or whatever. But he went straight for the presidency and he got it. He doesn't need money. Trump doesn't need money. His fucking family, his grandkids, their fucking grandkids are going to be taken care of for the rest of their fucking life. Money isn't an issue. And I don't know if people understand that he's not in it for the fucking money. If you look back at all the past presidents, senators, representative, even Maxine Waters, she's like worth like fucking tens of millions of dollars on a job that pays what, $200,000 a year? How the fuck is that possible?
Well, you make an excellent point, TR, and if people paid attention, He actually gave away his paychecks, and he's done that multiple times. He gives his paychecks back to something else.
Yeah, absolutely. Every fucking time.
And the only reason why he's even given those paychecks away is because they forced him to take the paychecks. He said that he did not want the paychecks. But it doesn't matter. They force him to take them. So the first thing he does is turn around and donate it.
If I'm not
It's
mistaken,
not about the money.
If I'm not mistaken, he takes $1 of the paychecks he receives.
Because it's written into law that he has to take some sort of payment. And so yes, he does take $1. And that's because he has to. And everything else that they give him above that, he donates. And he actually has gone to bat a few times going, no, don't cut that check.
But my point was I think if he had ran for Senate or something like that, they might have been able to get to him and corrupt him a little bit. But since he went straight for the president, he was like, nah, fuck this. Let me just, this is what I think the American people want. And as a senator or a representative, he can only do so much. But as a president, and I'm not saying he's the greatest man ever, don't get me wrong, but you know what? I like it some bitch. I really do.
Well, here's the thing. He runs it like a business. He runs it like a company. He doesn't run it as we're gonna fucking do this, this, and this. He runs it and toes the line the way he's supposed to toe the line. I'm in charge. You do what I fucking tell you. You do what I fucking tell you. You all get together and make a fucking decision. Come back to me, and if it's a good one, I'll approve it. He runs it like a company, and that's kind of how it really should be because he's at the top and takes care of it.
I'll approve it. Yeah, and well, and he had a list of shit he wanted to accomplish, and he is slowly, not even slowly, actually, he fucking fast track. When is the last time you seen a president actually do what the fuck he said he was going to do?
He has done more than any other president has ever done in such a short time.
I mean, like NAFTA. He's totally fucking destroyed NAFTA and redoing it. I'm not saying it, you know, I hadn't read all into it, but he at least destroyed it and said, okay, we're going to do this. And I still kind of trip out on people like, you know, oh, look at these tariffs. This is not free trade. It's like, no, he wasn't trying to impose a tariff. He was like, look, you're fucking us on this deal. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to fuck you on that deal unless you come to the table. If you want free trade, come to the fucking table. Otherwise, fuck you. We don't give a shit. I'm going to tax the fuck out of you. I'm going to tariff the shit out of you. I think it's a great tactic, and it's working.
Yep, that's how it should be. We actually have a newcomer. Cap, what's up, brother?
What's going on? Let me know if my technology's working here. My primary headset took a shit, so I'm seeing if this will work.
No, you're working good, man.
Cool. So can we dig up McCain and kill him again?
And you earned your invite back again.
I'd hope so.
Yeah,
Say
absolutely,
something in the
man.
side chat.
So what's going on, dude? It's the first time you've been in one of the chats, so
I
tell
know. I've
everybody
been
who
a
you are and what you're
slacker
about.
and a stalker. No, things going good. Crazy summer between kids and all the rest of it. Just caught up in the bullshit. Keep life simple. Decided to get a puppy, so I'm busy with that right now. Picking up shit and pissing on everything. So good dog though. It's gonna be fun.
Cool, good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Trump, he if you like what he's doing or you don't like what he's doing, the fact is the man has been doing since before he actually got into office. And he just keeps doing and doing and doing and doing. There's not these long spans. It's one of the reasons why the media has such a field day with it, is because the man is always doing something. Where how many presidents have we seen before that would do something and then they disappear off the face of the fucking earth for like 2, 3, 5 months, and then all of a sudden he's back in the news because he's actually doing something again? Where Trump is doing something on a daily basis. The man is working on a daily basis and getting shit done.
Here's another good point too: is how many presidents can actually tweet something every day and make shit happen?
I just want to say that I got a new pussy.
That's one hairy pussy.
He's actually
that might be the first time Jan has seen a pussy.
He's actually a tomcat. He's like, I know he's a cat, but he's like petting a fucking Rottweiler. God damn, that son of a bitch has got fucking muscles. But all right, okay, you want to come back up here? As your average, okay, maybe I'm not your average Joe. When you look at the little lawsuits, and I call them little because they are, about women not accused Trump of sexual assault. They just said, hey, I fucked the president. I fucked Trump. I fucked Trump. I'm sorry, but as a guy, let me just go ahead and lay this out there. If I'm a guy and girls are like throwing pussy at me and I happen to fuck one or two of them, you know what? I'm not really fucking down on a guy. That's like if women are throwing pussy at you and you fuck one or two of them, okay, cool, dude. I mean, how is you? I know that's wrong and that's fucking fucked up, but as a guy, I mean, really, if women are fucking throwing pussy at you and you happen to fuck a fucking model or a porn star, okay, I don't really give a shit. I'm like, okay, I'll pat him on the back. That was a nice one, dude. God damn, she's hot. She got some big fucking tits. And I just want to be real for a minute.
Oh, that's real.
I'm on that same page, man. Absolutely. You know, it's real hard to turn down, especially when it's right in front of you. But yeah, big deal. The guy had freaking sex with somebody. It's not like you were getting BJs underneath the fucking podium while you were giving speeches.
Not like it was in the Oval Office or anything.
I mean, the dude's a billionaire that likes banging hot chicks and then has an attorney pay him to go away. I mean, that's kind of what you expect. I mean, power to him, man.
Superman comic stuff there.
Well, and what it is the chicks, oh yeah, well, I'm going to go do Donald Trump because he's the richest motherfucker on the face of the planet. And then I'm going to try and blackmail him for as much money as I could possibly fucking get.
Yeah.
Oh, and now he's going for presidency. So now I can actually try and get even more money out of him. And oh, well, this section of the left is now going to be trying to give me a bunch of money to make his name look bad to get him in prison. Fuck that shit. The guy got his dick wet. That's all that it boils down to.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be different if, you know, he was out raping women or taking advantage of them. No, these girls were throwing pussy at him as hard as they could. They had their fucking pants down, backing up to him. It's like, stick it in, Trump. Stick it in. I'm not saying he fucked them, but if he did, I don't blame the guy. I mean, goddamn. I mean, dude. I mean, you can't have so much pussy thrown at you. You can only run so fast and so hard. If enough pussy's thrown at you, it's going to fucking land on you eventually. And you know what? More power to him. Fuck it.
You got Donald Trump money, you turn around and run from one, you bang into another one. So y'all talking about all he's got done so far. Think about gotten done if he had got some support from his own party.
Yeah, really.
And one thing I got against it, y'all might get mad at me for saying this, but I wish somebody would take his phone away from him when he gets into that second bottle of scotch at night. Sometimes I wish he'd just be quiet. He seems like he pours fuel for himself, but maybe that's part of his tactics. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to get that, but I do sometimes wish he'd stay off his phone, quit tweeting in the middle of the night.
I agree.
But that is part of his tactics, though. That's what he does, man. He wants to stir the pot.
Yeah, sometimes I wish he wouldn't.
I think he says what the hell he wants, which I respect that from a lot of people. You know what I mean? Most people, I think, or presidents before them, I think they got a certain amount of people they have to run it through before they say something publicly. And I think he just says, look, this is what it is. And that's not the only thing I respect about him, but that is definitely one of the big things I respect about him. I say, he damn real to me, you know what I mean? He says what the hell he want. I be like, damn, he do stir the pot though, but you know, with that much power, you can do that. You know what I mean? So
the getting away from the political correctness of it all is one of the things that I think got him elected.
Yeah, I think so.
But
also.
I mean, with the whole sex thing, I mean, really, yeah, he's Donald Trump and he got laid a lot. How much did the Kennedy guys get laid?
Yeah. Come on, you're doing Marilyn Monroe on the side.
I mean, like I said, nobody's accused him of rape, incest, pedophilia, nothing like that. It's like, oh, look at me, I got big boobs and I fucked the president, or the when he wasn't president. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I'd fuck you.
Paid me to go away.
My bedroom.
Well, that's the thing. He paid her to go away, and that's the big deal, you know.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, he may not have fucked any of them because it's cheaper to give a payoff of $150,000 when you're a billionaire. It's cheaper to pay them off than to prove them wrong in a court of law. So he may not have fucked any of them, but you know what? I really don't give a fuck if he did fuck them. I really don't give a damn. I mean, it's like, I don't care.
If he did, fucking more power to him.
Yeah, you know, that's great. What the man has done with his fucking penis in his personal life has absolutely nothing to do with how he can run the fucking government. It really doesn't. Now, if the guy was raping women, if the guy was, you know, taking things by force, or, you know, was like going after young girls or whatnot, yeah, that would be a problem. But I mean,
he's not a Bill Cosby. He's not drugging people. None of these accusations have been brought out. None. It's just like, hey, yeah, me and Trump got together and, you know, we had sex. It's like, well, okay. What? Okay. Who gives a fuck?
I did have sex with that woman.
Yeah. You know, I mean, if y'all, my pass.
But the flip side of it is it puts them in the limelight too, and it gets them more publicity, and that's what they're trying to do as well. It's not just the money side of things.
Oh yeah,
Whatever gets them in the spotlight.
absolutely. They're just trying to get their. I mean, who would have thought the fucking left would be defending a porn star? And well, yeah, that might be stretching it, but
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I bet there's commercials out there now with her going, I bet you've seen me in the news because her name got more popular in the main public eye. So there has to be more commercials out there with that bimbo.
You may have seen me in such things as in the White House, in the Oval Office.
You know, she wasn't a Lewinsky, you know, that was a 20-year-old intern, you know, fucking overwhelmed with power that, you know, got seduced. No, we're a fucking porn star. Come on. She's fucking for a living. You know, it's not like she got her innocence took. Her flower got took by this billionaire. No, she was a fucking porn star. I don't give a damn if he fucked her or not. You know what? To be honest, I hope he did fuck her. I mean, that's just my opinion.
You guys brought up the Kennedys. I'm 56 years old. I was born in 1962. The first big event that happened in my life, not that I remember it, was the Kennedy assassination. So I've kind of been interested in the Kennedy assassination, and I've often read a lot of stuff. But John Kennedy, when he was president, it's been reported that he had 33 women in 33 days. And still had Jackie at home waiting on him or whatever. But
and all of those relations happening at the White House.
Now that I didn't hear. That could be true. I don't know. But you know, back then, what went on up there was kept under wraps a whole lot more than it is now. Like, for instance, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, we didn't know that he was paralyzed for most of his presidency. He had polio and went to the little White House down here in Warm Springs, Georgia, for treatments, but the general public didn't know he was paralyzed from the waist down for a long time.
Well, I think the bottom line
is you can keep secrets like that.
I think the bottom line is I really don't care if two consensual adults, if they want to have sex together, and I'm not saying Trump had sex with any of these women, don't get me wrong, but I don't care if he did. If a woman wants to have sex with a man, whether it's he's married or not, I don't fucking care. You know, it takes two to tangle. If she wanted to have sex, he wanted to have sex, I don't care. Now, if he raped a woman, if he, you know, messed around with a kid, then I would care. I would really care. But if a grown woman wanted to have sex with a man, whether he's married or not, I don't really think that makes a difference in how he could, you know, pass laws and rule the country.
If she spreads her legs, how does that make a difference to what he makes as a decision when he makes a law or like exactly like you said, man? When he's talking in office, how does that make a fucking difference if she spreads her legs? Not a fucking lick of difference other than the fact he got himself some pussy.
Yeah, I mean, because believe it or not, I still get laid, and I get laid at night, you know, or day or whatever. But when I go to work the next day, I'm not thinking about that coochie I just had. Okay, this is what's got to be done, and I do it. And I don't care if it's JFK, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump. I don't give a damn who they fucked the night before. What are you doing for me today when it comes to policy? What are you doing for the American public as far as your laws you're passing, what you're trying to introduce, and things like that? And I think people can separate that. And I really just don't give a fuck who he's fucking. I just don't care.
Yeah, it really shouldn't matter in the political arena. But I mean, it didn't matter whenever Clinton was doing whatever he wanted to do, but it matters whenever Trump's doing it because it's a political agenda.
Yeah, well, I said in the same shit when Obama was in office. Obama, no one gave a fuck what he did. Now that he's not in office and someone else is there, oh look, this guy is trying to Obama was the greatest fucking thing since sliced bread. This guy never fucking did anything wrong. Look at what Trump's doing. He's trying to destroy everything that was put in place. No, he fucked a lot of shit and he's trying to fix it.
And like I said, I'm not trying to take over, Alan. It's not a racial thing. I shouldn't even have to say that, but I will say that. It's just a agenda. The Democratic Party is for socialism. They are for total communism. And if you can't see that,
you're blind.
Yeah, you're blind. You're not paying attention. And, it's an agenda that they're pushing toward. And Obama was a really good platform for them to spring forward.
Socialist.
Yeah, but because, well, hell, for one thing, they kind of handicapped everybody because if you didn't agree with them, you were a racist. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why they got to throw the race card in there all the damn time?
Yeah, well,
just they can.
Just like the immigration thing. Just like the immigration thing now. It's like, oh, okay, we gotta, tighten our borders up. We need to actually enforce the fucking laws that's on the book. Oh no, that's racist. That's racist. None of them see that it's racist. And it's like, that's the fucking laws that's on the books. It's not got anything to do with race. Nothing to do with race.
It has absolutely nothing to do with race. They don't seem to understand. They just think, oh, well, people that are coming up from Mexico, that's racist against them. Well, what about the guys that are coming over from Scotland? What about the people that are trying to immigrate from Germany or Thailand or anywhere else?
Or Russia.
Well, they want to say that it's racist. Well, it's racist against who? Everybody? That's not racism. I hate everyone equally. Therefore, I am not a racist.
Exactly.
Well, the problem is they throw everybody in the same boat. It's not that Americans don't want immigrants. We don't mind immigrants. We just want them to come in a legal way. And I just spent the weekend with 2 fucking immigrants, Bald and Curious and the Crazy Scotsman. They are immigrants, and I love them as brothers. They are welcome to my house anytime. I don't have a problem with immigrants. I just have a problem with you fucking doing it illegally.
Yeah, it's in the whole description of the word illegal. They don't get that.
Yeah, it kind of prefaces the whole thing.
Yeah,
it's beyond me why they've got to throw the racial thing in there all the time. It's stupid. Here's the thing. I grew up in an area where, yeah, I'm a middle-aged white guy now, but the area that I grew up in, I was the minority. There was just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I grew up in the center of South Central Los Angeles and Southern California. All right. So I was the minority. Do I have a racial bone in my body? Not in any way, shape, or form. But even I've been called a racist, and I'm like, what makes you think I'm a racist? Well, because you're white. So
That's kind of racist to me.
that's pretty racist of you to say. But yeah, if you come into the country legally, more power to you. If you really want to become an American, you will become an American. You have to put forth the time, the effort, and ultimately a little money, but maybe a little bit more than a little money, huh, Scotsman?
I was gonna say you gotta put the dollars and cents in there, brother, and that ain't cheap.
But if you're gonna do it
is
legally, more freaking power to you. You will be welcomed.
But Bald and Curious will say it too, man. It is more than worth it. You take the time, do it fucking right, spend the money. Yeah, there's a lot of things, a little bit of hoops here and there you got to go through, but just fucking do it the right way. I'm sick of all these other people that come in and don't fucking pay taxes and don't do this and they get shit for free. Don't be a fucking freeloader.
Yeah.
Do it the right fucking way or get the fuck out. And I'll kick you out personally. I'll help you out to the fucking door. I'll help you over that wall because we're going to build that fucking wall.
I think we could cut a lot of the bullshit monkey wrench business out. I'll just go ahead and throw it out there. If you're not a legal immigrant, because once you become a American citizen, I believe you are entitled to whatever you can get, whatever. But if you're not an American citizen, you don't deserve not one fucking dollar of food stamps, welfare, Section 8 housing, whatever the else the fuck is out there. If you're not an American citizen, you don't get not one fucking dime of my money, period.
I agree. I definitely agree about it.
I agree. Amen.
I have said that same exact thing for years and years and years and years. I'm just like, I have no idea how I'm busting my fucking ass for 60 hours a fucking week. I don't have shit in my refrigerator, but I go over to these other people's houses. Man, they got some nice ass fucking furniture up in here, and I open up their fridge and I'm like, holy shit, I can eat it for a fucking month in here. But nobody.
I'll say this, man. I'll say this, and this goes exactly with what you're saying, TR. I fell a couple of times where I lost my job for whatever the reason was. We won't get into that, but I didn't go on unemployment. I went out and fucking found something else to keep me going in the meantime until I could get me another fucking job.
Yep.
Well, the reason you wasn't able to apply for anything for Scotsman is because you suck.
Well, I could have, but I wouldn't.
Well, that's
not how I was raised. That's not how.
But
that's not how I was raised. I was not raised go fucking bitch and whine for $1. No, that's not what you do. You go earn the fucking dollar.
Get up off your ass.
I'm trying to throw a little uppercut in there, and I guess I missed.
Yeah, you missed. I love you, brother.
The way I see it, if you lose your job is to find a new job.
That's it.
That's your job until you get one.
I mean, even when things were bad with jobs, if you wanted to work, you could find something to do, period. But now, holy shit, the job market, I know there's the reason that the unemployment is at the point it is because there's not qualified fucking people to do the fucking jobs. Because you got all these fucking millennials that fucking their damn major was political science or basket weaving or how to cry at a fucking rally or some shit like that. They're not qualified to do a actual technical fucking job. So all these companies have these fucking jobs. Even the plant I'm working at, we're expanding because of the Trump fucking deregulations, tax breaks. We're expanding out the ass. And it's like, we're not ready for this. We can't fucking do this yet. We still can't get a maintenance guy like me that knows how to, okay, this fucking light don't come on. How you make it come on? What fucking went wrong? How do you fucking fix this? I'm a maintenance guy. I fix fucking machinery, computers, robots, whatever. Those kids ain't out there because they're doing some kind of bullshit that don't fucking exist, And
yeah, they're getting a liberal art. They're getting a liberal arts degree, right, TR? I don't know where that job is.
Yeah, I think the need for skilled laborers, whether it be maintenance or mechanic or something where you're actually doing a job, like TR was saying, a lot of the younger generation, and I'm not that old, but a lot of the younger generation are just they're not down for that. I guess they're not down to do a lot of physical work. I've been working since I was 14 using my hands. I'm a mechanic. I've been a mechanic for 20 years. So I totally understand that. But like you said, a lot of guys just want, or a lot of people in general want something handed to them without sweating or even, doing any kind of labor. So, I mean, that's crazy. I kind of look down on them. I mean, not really look down on them. I just kind of like, where's your morals? Where's your family values? And who taught you what the hell you're doing? That's what I want to know. So it's just crazy to me.
All right, we're almost at the 2 hour mark. I would like to throw something out there real quick. It is farm related, and what it is guys, this year instead of raising money for the Fisher House, which the Fisher House was all done and completed with, so we didn't do that this year. We put the money towards hashtag help a brother out. And everyone that came together, we raised over $300 for a hashtag help a brother out. And that's all going to go towards CMAX Arms because at USAF, he's almost at his goal. I consulted with everyone at the farm, and we all agreed that they were cool with it all going to CMAX. It's all going to be going towards CMAX here in the next couple of days.
Cool.
Yeah, that is absolutely phenomenal to hear. Yeah, CMAX is nowhere near his goal. I unfortunately I wasn't able to pull those links and put them down below this evening. But CMAX still has his GoFundMe out there, and he's nowhere near his goal. So the hashtag help a brother out is still out there, and even if people can't donate, just help get the word out. Turn out videos, help a brother out. Be greatly appreciated.
Yep, absolutely. Jamie, you want to do a quick outro, brother?
Yes, sir. Thanks for the link. Thanks for having me, guys. It's been a pleasure to meet some new folks and be on with you guys, and especially TR, Pop, Coda Boy. I've been watching all for a long time, and I've got a new video that's been uploading since before we started, and it still ain't finished. So it's still uploading. It's 35 Remington Low 5. I hope y'all go check it out. Again, thanks for having me. Scotsman, I'm sorry you had, brother. Get home safe.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'll get home tomorrow. I'll be all good. Chico Wise from the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, thanks for the link. It's always a pleasure to have it, man, to be on the panel with a lot of great guys. And I always want to shout out the side chat that always show me love. So I've got just a little bit stuff in the works for some new uploads, and I'll give you guys a hint. I've been converted a little bit, so I'll just leave that out there like that. But like I said, thanks for watching. Thanks for having me, actually. So I appreciate it.
Anytime, man. We appreciate you showing up. I know this was kind of a last minute deal, so we appreciate it for sure. TR, what you
Let
got,
me
brother?
jump in for just a second. I did throw the link to CMAX's GoFundMe in the side chat. So if anybody does have that prerogative, the link for the GoFundMe is out there.
Awesome. Thank you, man. TR, what you got, brother?
I just want to say I had an awesome weekend. I know it was a limited event, and for anybody that didn't get invited, just to understand that when you get about 30, 35 people with loaded guns, that's kind of the limit. You know, you can't have like 200 guys running around with fucking rifles and guns and shit and somebody not get shot. Okay. So it is a limited event, and I am a very, very lucky person to be early on, got invited and become a friend of Rob Pops Quest. And it was an awesome event. And Chico,
Yes, sir.
if you have a good mechanical ability and a little bit of understanding of electricity, you could be in industrial maintenance in a fucking heartbeat, okay? Because we are needing motherfuckers like you, okay?
Appreciate it, man.
If a gear turns this way and a gear turns that way, and you understand that,
all right,
holy shit, you're so far above the bar.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Because I work with a lot of stupid motherfuckers. Anyway, thanks, Alan, for letting me be on. And you guys are great, and I appreciate it. And YouTube, you are a awesome, awesome fucking community, and just I thank you for letting me be a part of it.
I'm glad you show up, brother. And it was an awesome weekend. Awesome to see you, man.
And so where are we at now?
We still got Phil and we still got Cap.
All right, so Cap didn't get to hear much from you this evening, but you want to go ahead and do an outro?
Well, thanks for the link. Now that I've got everything up and running, you know, I won't be a stranger. It was a heck of a lot of fun. You know, hopefully I'm going to get a chance to go out and break some shit here in the next week or two, and hopefully get some video of it and possibly put it up. So it was a good time, and I won't be a stranger. Thanks, man.
If you could make a comment in the side chat, there's people wanting to check out your channel. Phil, glad you were able to stay the duration this evening.
Well, thank you. I do have tomorrow off, so I don't have to get up quite so early. 4:30 is my alarm, which reminds me I got to shut that damn thing off. But thanks for having me, as always. I appreciate it, and I was glad to be here for the duration. Till we meet again, everybody.
I just want to add one thing. Let me look at his name again. Mark is a kind of a Facebook friend of mine, and it goes by Captain Shark. And if you're in my political realm of what I fucking do, Captain Shark's a cool guy. Me and him are really on page on a lot of political shit. And yeah, check him out.
I just
we kind of run in lockstep pretty well.
Very good, very good. So in odd form, Scotsman, would you like to do an outro?
Thanks for stepping up and doing what you do, man. Uh, it's kind of an odd situation that we ended up here, but you know, it is what it is. I appreciate you stepping up and doing it and getting it handled. Um, I
Hey, we do
appreciate,
this together, brother. We do this together.
hell yeah, we do. And I appreciate everyone in the side chat showing up. I'm sorry I couldn't comment, couldn't see what you guys were saying. It's again, it's an odd situation. Shit happens. Um, I'm just glad we're able to get it together and still have the show. So appreciate everyone showing up. And with that, cheers, and we'll be back at it and being damn good at it.
Very good, very good. Man, I tell you what, tonight was a breath of fresh air for me. We've had an absolutely phenomenal panel. I'm honored to have some of the people on the panel that we've had tonight. Everybody except the Scotsman, but the side chat's been raging. Absolutely digging it. I thank everybody for showing up tonight. Had a great time. Again, keep in mind Chris Maxwell's C Max's GoFundMe out there for help a brother out. And as always, keep the magazines loaded, one in the chamber. Thanks, everybody.
Night, guys.